Hi. I feel like everyone probably knows us, but for those of you who don't, I am Korina, and this is my husband, Justin. We used to live here once upon a time in this very building. And since we've moved, we have two little girls, Adelaide here and Ellery's outside. Anyway, we had the honor and privilege of, in a way, being launched from here into the mission fields. Justin and I were living here kind of as like a trial run in community living at its best. And from here we went into YWAM and did our discipleship training school with Youth with a Mission in Ireland. Gross. And since then we've come back home to the States and had our daughters and done a lot of life. And one of the things that God has walked us through recently has been our Tuesday night fellowship with our family, which has kind of been a little bit like a mini Singing Waters at our house. We've had the blessing of having a lot of you guys come up and minister to us and teach us. And are you saying hi? So that's been one of the awesome ways we've been able to minister to our hometown in Oakhurst, which is far, far from here. It's just outside of Yosemite. But anyway, that being said, we felt we keep feeling this tug to missions full time, and it's been something that we've kind of prayed about, like what that would look like in the context of family, in the context of Oakhurst, in the context of being launched from Singing Waters. She's so excited about it. That's obnoxious. I know. You see all the people. He's so happy. So anyway, kids. So yeah, we have had some pretty crazy dreams lately, and we've been praying about what that looks like for us and asking God kind of where we want to take those things and what that's going to look like tangibly. And the first step that it's taken us to is to staffing full-time with Youth with a Mission Yosemite. And so we are coming on hopefully in January to staff with them full-time. But we are really excited about the DNA that Singing Waters has kind of placed in us as a way to minister to not just to the students and staff that are coming in through YWAM Yosemite, but also through to the nations. Like, what does it look like for someone who's been involved at Singing Waters to go out to the world? Whether it's just like one day out of the week, or 1 week out of the year, sorry, not 1 day out of the week, 1 week out of the year, or multiple months out of the year, and what it looks like to bring what we've learned here about covenant relationships and about being a part of our community intentionally, what that looks like in Oakhurst. And so we're really excited about the big vision that God's given us. Do you want to talk about that at all?
Yeah,
in
we can
detail?
talk about a little bit there. So like Korina mentioned, we don't have an official name for it, but Tuesday night, earlier on this summer, you guys sent some of your leadership staff up there to do kind of like a conference retreat for us. And it was really great, and our family moved into a very service-oriented stage, where we felt the call to really get engaged in the local community, and we've done so, which has kind of helped thrown us into YWAM, kind of one of the big pushes for it. But the family, as well as Korina and I, get really involved. There's worship in the park. It's a non-denominational. It's not belong to a single church. A community of churches up there get together every Saturday in the summer at the community park, and they do a little message and they do worship, and it's like an hour and a half, and then from there they go do evangelism in the city of Oakhurst, which is just really fantastic to see unison within the church. And so we've helped out a lot with that. But the vision that Korina's talking about, which we're really excited about, is we're very much doers of sorts, I guess is, like the best way to do it is service is a really big aspect of our ministry. And so we're excited to be on staff with YWAM Yosemite because it gives us the tools necessary to further reach the city of Oakhurst. And by doing so, for instance, we'll share real big vision for the base as well as for us that they've had for a few years now is quite possibly establishing a hostel in Oakhurst for international and other people who are coming up to hike. And we're right outside of Yosemite, so it's a very big tourist spot. But having a hostel there where people can stay the night, and there'd be like maybe a cafe, a restaurant of sorts, and then being able to like staff that full thing through workers through YWAM, like DTS students, staff, and to just be able to do kind of a business's missions model. And if you're not really sure what that is, I encourage you to look it up, BAM, just BAM. It's a big initiative of just kingdom living through business is just what it is. Very intentional business with the aspect of being like, we're going to reach these people for Christ through regular business and modeling that after. So that's a real big vision for us. We're really excited about that stuff. And that enables us we're kind of like the key between our Tuesday night group and the community with YWAM. And then you guys as well, being able to like further plug you in up in Oakhurst by us entering into staff at YWAM is really exciting because it opens a lot of doors for us. So
so I think one of the things that we're also really excited about is the possibility of, while we're on staff, of I guess setting up and equipping a lot of the missionaries that are coming through and students that are coming through YWAM Yosemite, creating bridges between here and there, like being able to have teachers maybe from here come and minister to the missionaries that are working really hard all the time. Dallas is one of them. There's our friend Dallas. He's also staff at YWAM Yosemite, and he's just coming off of over a year straight of ministering to DTS students, and he's been doing an incredible job. But he's here as kind of like a little reprieve before he jumps back into more missions work, which can sometimes feel a little bit crazy. So we're excited to be able to pour into the missionaries that are coming in. And as any of you know us personally, that's a really big heart for us. We love to equip, we love to disciple, we love to pour into and make missionaries feel filled, because we realize the important role that they play in international missions as well as the community that we're in. So there's a lot of really big, expensive, impossible, God-sized dreams that we have. The hostel is just one of many. But we're really excited about it, and we're really proud to have been able to take the things that we've been equipped with here to Oakhurst and to the nations. So that's a big, right now we're stepping into a 2-year commitment at YWAM Yosemite. So all your prayers are appreciated. If you want to know more about what we are doing and kind of keep tabs on us, or just creep on cute pictures of kids like ours, you can look at our website. It's www.thebarigians.com, and we have cards because Barigian's easy to mix up with the word bargain. And you can see it spelled out. The bargains, I don't know where that leads, so don't try that one. So does anyone have questions about what we're doing?
Can you spell it for those who are listening?
Yes, it is
well,
THE BARIGIANS, thebarigians.com.
Can you just share 1 minute or whatever, because I know, but a little bit about, I know Justin posted on our Singing Waters page a little bit about what's going on with our team, but you guys have gotten to be able to, as the Oakhurst leadership team, got to do some service things or some worship in the park or something like that. Can you just talk a little bit about that?
So I mentioned briefly earlier, and I'll try to do it brief because I'm very long-winded, as most of you know. But our group up there Tuesday night, as we've discovered our identity in Christ and who we are, we really felt that God brought a bunch of people with a lot of different influences, much like yourselves, together, and gave, like, everyone there has whether they agree to it or not, has very evangelistic gifts, just through being the hands and feet of Jesus. They're very much doers. They love getting involved, and because we're all in very different sectors of society, we've been able to get involved. So worship in the park is one of the things that we've been able to help out with. As most of you know, the state of California has been on fire for a long,
Forever.
long time. Yosemite National Park being one of them. And so we actually got to host, through Worship in the Park, a church service for the fire personnel, the emergency first responders, and a few of us from our Tuesday night group were able to go to pray for the firefighters and other emergency personnel, to just show a presence of the mountain community and people. So that's another thing we're doing, and we're looking at this winter just to get more involved with the community. There's a lot of need there, and so just be praying for us for more opportunities. But Worship in the Park, we did that worship service there, and we're also helping out. We're here, but it's happening in a few days. They're doing an evangelism seminar that Korina has really helped out with the publicity of a lot of that stuff. So our group's great, and you guys have been praying for us, and we definitely have been feeling it. We've gone through tough times, but we've persevered through God, and it's been really, really nice, because a lot of it is just, all right, God, what do you got for us? Like, even if it's just little stuff, like one of the nights we folded like a few hundred flyers and like stamped some flyers for, some seminar. And so it's stuff like that where we're like, here we are, God, send us, use us. And it's, when you're willing, he does some really fantastic stuff through you, even through the small things. So yeah, but that's kind of about it. I should have enough to give out, but I'll just leave them on the table here. They're just a little, once again, it's thebarigians.com. Yeah.
If any of us want to support you financially, is there a way to do that now, and does it change when you go to YWAM?
Yes, you can support us financially now. I guess I should probably go in a little bit. We are living on full-time support, so that means that we rely on people who have the same vision as us or are encouraged by the vision that we share with them and want to be a part of it. So we have a support link set up on our website for that starts now. It's linked already to YWAM Yosemite, so it's all tax deductible. Right now, we are looking mainly for monthly supporters to carry us through the next 2 years. And that will hopefully enable us to do our job full time. So between now and January when we come on, that's all we're doing is meeting with people and helping them to see kind of the things, more specifics about what God's asking us to do and if they want to become part of that.
I'll have to double check, but I think we could give through they could give through the
here
church.
as well.
Yeah. So you can write a check out to Singing Waters, and I don't think you can use the memo line, maybe a little post-it note, Justin and Korina, YWAM, something like that. So if you aren't able to get on the website, you can set up recurring payments on the website, which is really rad too. Or if you want to do old-fashioned, it is what it is. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to take a card, look at our website. Please look at our website. The more people look at it, the more it pops up in windows and stuff. And it's fun.
It can answer more questions too.
It can answer a lot more questions.
But we are here until Sunday.
So we're here for a few more days. We're right upstairs.
Yeah. And we're super excited to talk about stuff with all of you.
Yeah.
So.
And then most of the leadership know how to get a hold of us as well, if you guys have any other questions. But thank you so much for all your prayers, not only for us as a family, but for the group on Tuesday night. We really feel we covet those prayers because they're really working. God's doing some really cool stuff, and we're excited about what's coming up. So thank you guys. We really